Hello and welcome to the Internet. My name is JakeDragon7 and welcome to today's episode of Let's Play Earthbound. So in the previous episode, we went up to the hilltop, saw the meteor, and met Buzz soon after watching him be brutally murdered. That was fun. And today, we're gonna head a bit into Onett, the first town in the game, and that's the same town, and see what we can find to head to the giant step that Buzz told us about. So one thing I will say, right off the bat, is that, obviously this is an RPG, so I'll be doing a bit more in this game off screen compared to the other games I've Let's Played. I will be probably doing some level grinding at some points throughout the game, particularly early on, and in between episodes I may like clear out some of the enemies if there are any nearby, and just get through some of the level grinding that I may have to do, and I guess to kill time, and to also make it easier for me to, I guess, do more in an episode. I may also cut battles out here and there, but we'll see. I think at first... Okay, yeah, so actually I don't really need to do anything here. Actually, you know what? Where we should go first? Probably go grab the town map first. So actually in Onett, a lot of what you'll be doing is really more or less just level grinding. So in this town, as was mentioned in the previous episode, there's kind of like a gang going around, and what we need to do is put an end to their mischief, and be the good boy this town deserves, the small town hero. Okay, so thing is though, these guys are quite a bit stronger than us, so we're probably going to need to spend a bit of time level grinding and getting some items and stuff like that. So, town map, see a bit of what Onett is like. So, I think I should probably go get... Probably actually stop at that burger shop first. Okay. So this place is pretty useful. Actually, you know what? Better idea, maybe, possibly. This is more something in the long run. But I'll see what they have in here. I'm just gonna take everything out right now. So yeah, the ATM just kind of stores money. You get more money when you kill enemies. And what's nice about it is that if you die, you lose half your money. So you can kind of just throw some into the ATM. And then if you die, you don't really lose that much, or as much at least. Okay, I think I'm just going to buy the T-ball bat and the baseball cap. I will try to save up for the cheap bracelet, but obviously it's going to be a bit before I can get that. But yeah, what else? So I have $40. Alright. So here you can get some food in this burger shop. Hamburgers are probably the best healing item you can get at this point in the game. They heal like 40 or 50 health, so that's pretty good for this point. Really your only other, like the only option that'll beat it is life up, but that costs PSI, and sometimes it's a little bit hard to use. So yeah, 50, and life up will recover about 100, but again, you usually get, like, your uses of it feel a lot more finite, so gotta be a bit careful with that. Okay, so I think aside from that, sorry about that, I'll pause there, but yeah, I think aside from that, that should be most of what we need to do here. So I suppose we can head up here a little bit. So now with our upgrades, should be able to deal with these guys a lot easier. Or not. Or we can just miss. That's cool too. So yeah, the first time I played through this game, I actually had a lot of trouble with the beginning areas. There's definitely a lot of level grinding you have to do early on in this game. Which, for me, equated to much more level grinding than necessary, to be honest. It took me forever to get through, particularly the second town. But I went back and did like a practice run of it before starting this, and I honestly didn't struggle with it too much. Well, I'm sure we can all... Oh, that's what the giant steps that I was talking about, but back to what I was saying. Yeah, it definitely took me a while to get into it, but believe me, there's definitely a lot of interesting stuff this game has to offer. It's just a lot of it really isn't in the first two towns, or at the very least, it's... I feel a bit sparser early on. Okay, yeah, so we can't go there quite yet. Okay, this is the mechanic that I love to death, and I wish more games would do this. So, if you're already kind of like a lot higher level than an enemy, it'll actually just skip the battle for you and still give you the experience, which is extremely useful. Also goes to show just how weak those snake enemies are. But yeah, it's a great mechanic though. It allows fights to go so much quicker. It's quite a godsend. Well, not really fights, because it skips the fights as well, but it allows the game to go by much quicker. Which, again, it is still a godsend. I think, yeah, it's enough to level me up again. So I think where I really want to be right now is about level 6 or 7 before I can get through this area. But I will head into town because I think we should start seeing some of the enemies about now. Let's see. Good old-fashioned slowdown we got here. Alright, so... Let's see here. I guess I'll just take him down first. So yeah, in certain situations, these guys can definitely do a lot more damage than the enemies we were facing earlier. Which, especially considering right now we only have one party member, and it's not entirely uncommon to fight them in groups of 2, or to get sort of like outnumbered, I guess, is the best way I can put it. Basically what'll happen is like, they can call in other gang members to fight you, which can be extremely obnoxious. It can, I feel like, probably be the difference between winning and losing sometimes. Sometimes these guys do deal a lot of damage. It does vary quite a bit, yeah, see what I mean? It can vary quite a bit, but... Alright, well... It's like 2 of them, I think, kind of just wasted their turn. I can probably survive one more turn. Okay. I'm actually just gonna go for life up again, I think. And okay, this guy is just having a laughing fit, so that makes things a bit easier for us. Okay, so those are 2. There's still one more of these types of enemies that we haven't seen yet. Oh, that's not an enemy. Never mind, that is an enemy. That was confusing, to say the least. Okay, yeah, Pokepunks. This is the last type of enemy. Live to this type. So... it's kind of one of those. And we're at level 5. Part of me wants to try taking on the boss, but... Yeah, actually, you know what? I might be able to do this episode, actually. Or at the very least, I might be able to try it. Doesn't mean I'll be able to successfully complete this. But there's actually a chance of me doing this now. Admittedly, I may need a bit of luck for that to occur, but it's worth a shot. Alright, so take this. Not too useful. Okay, yeah, this isn't full health, but it should be enough this moment. Get me through some of these guys if... Okay. Okay, these guys do have it this arcade. And damn it, I got... Okay, the smash attacks are basically like critical hits. They just kind of randomly occur. I don't think they can occur for with offensive PSI, which obviously we don't have any yet, but whenever we get that, I don't believe those can be smash attacks, but any like more physical or basic attacks can. So, yeah, that's sort of what I'm into when I say like I need to get lucky if I do this now. Because obviously we probably are a bit like outmatched in terms of stats, especially again because it's only one of us. But that's some great dialogue right there. Actually, I should go see if I can buy the bracelet too. Alright. But what was I gonna say? Oh yeah. But obviously, like, if you can get off some smash attacks and deal a bunch of extra damage, that's good too. Of course, if the enemies get smash attacks, then it's just kind of like, oh, well, fuck, the game's against me. The game hates me. It's basically Pokemon in a nutshell, though. Like, your opponents always get critical hits, and you almost never do. But, oh well. I wouldn't say it usually feels like that in this game. There's also one other thing that makes the smash attack system slightly less luck-based, and that's that it is based off of a stat, the guts stat. So having higher guts does allow you to, what is it? It's going to allow you to have higher smash attacks, and then there's another effect that it doesn't really matter much now. I will talk about it in the future, but right now it's not something you're really able to notice. So right now, okay. A lot of the stats should be pretty self-explanatory. Offense is like your basic attack power. Defense is just how you take attacks. Speed is more or less when you attack, but sometimes it does feel kind of random because a turn order can seem to change in the middle of a fight, at least from my experience. I actually forget what Vitality does. IQ is your psychic attack power and something else for another character, which I'll explain when we get him. And luck, I'm actually not sure what that stat does. But, oh well. Actually, I think we're supposed to say no here. Alright. Take him on. I just realized how low my HP was. God damn it. Okay. So yeah. I'm going to get back my PSI. I'm going to try buying the cheap bracelet. And then I'll meet you guys back in the arcade. Alright, so I was able to buy the cheap bracelet, and that gave me 5 extra defense. Wait, no. Okay. No, I do not. Alright, so let's take this guy on. Again. And I'm down a little bit of health just because I fought another one of these guys outside. So I don't think I'm going to level up from this. Yeah, I'm not. But I can probably... I mean, it's worth a shot. And if not, then we can come back and finish this next episode. Alright, so we got Frank with one of the classic songs in Earthbound. It's classy. Alright. One thing I also like about the game is that a lot of the attacks, like the way they're worded, it's just kind of silly. Like, Frank came out swinging. Like, you wouldn't see a lot of other games that would word their attacks like that. At least I don't feel like you usually would. Especially not at the time. But that's not all. We got this thing. So I'm just gonna go for this first. Probably wants to try hypnosis, but I don't think it's very accurate, so I'm not gonna waste my time. Or my PSI. Alright. That's not a good sign. No. Wait, why? Okay, good, good. See what I mean? The enemies just kind of not do anything. Which gives you a good chance to make a bit of a comeback, yes. There we go. Okay. I got very lucky there, the fact that he just stopped attacking me. Right as I was about to die, and then I just kind of kept wailing on him. Okay then. So, before we end off... excuse you, buddy. Alright, before we end off, I think we will head over to the town hall that's up here. I should probably remember where that building is. It's one of the easier ones to find. We'll just run in and grab this key, so we can head the giant step in the next episode. Very nice. And I always do this. I always press the wrong goddamn direction. Sure. Corrupt politicians. Alright, well, now that we got the key to the shack, I think that's going to about wrap it up for this episode of Let's Play Earthbound. So if you managed to find some form of enjoyment out of this video, please consider leaving a like and maybe even subscribing to see where the series goes in the future. Of course, things are bound to get a lot more interesting as we get a bit deeper into this mystery of Gygus. So yeah, hope you have a nice day and hope to see you all in the future. Bye.